Well, hello everyone. My name's Deborah Cameron and I'm glad you've joined me today. I'm going to be taking you through a lovely technique involving heart-brain coherence. Now, I'd like to give you a little background of this. If you go onto the HeartMath website, you are going to see that there's been a lot of research done in this area of heart-brain coherence. And I am very, very intrigued with this because the decades of my clinical work has really been around the phenomenon of the balance between the left and right hemispheres of the brain regarding the masculine feminine, the warrior maiden, if you will. And please do look at my Warrior and Maiden series on my playlist. You may find it interesting. And so really, for centuries, we've been operating mostly from the left hemisphere of the brain. Now, this will align with the right side of the body that I refer to as the warrior. This is the place of our pragmatic self, our logical self, our sequential self. And we know that it's been a very largely a male-dominated society that we've lived in. And quite frankly, that's not such a bad thing. It just perhaps is out of balance. And so many of the global spiritual teachers are speaking of the need to ease up on the left hemisphere of the brain and bring our awareness to the right hemisphere, which lines up with the feminine aspect of who we are, the yin, the maiden. And so what this does is it puts us into this magical place and our creative place. We have an opportunity to be more lighthearted, to be more childlike at times. Imagine returning to our magical selves again. Well, how can this be in the middle of a pandemic? Well, this is where the ancient Taoist masters speak about where intention goes, the chi follows. I so believe this in my own personal life and certainly with my Qigong teachings with my students. We often speak about that. Where the intention goes, the chi or energy follows. To create this intention. And so this video is indeed an exercise of intention. And so it's understood that the heart and the brain are working together, but not necessarily as one. Again, because the brain has been predominantly actualized with this survival, threat and survival concept, which has driven forth the need for the masculine aspect of self to be so very predominant. So really what we're looking for is heart-brain coherence, heart-brain balance, clearing the way, understanding the importance of an open heart and a clear mind. The average person has up to 70,000 thoughts in any given day. Imagine that. And I certainly know with my clients that many, many people can have far more thoughts a day than 70,000. People talk about an exhausted mind. They talk about the monkey mind. I can't get my mind to quieten down and I'm feeling this immense sense of anxiety as a result of it. I recently was working with a man who is very much experiencing this. And it is a panic state that we can be in when it seems like there's no other way. This is the busy mind operating. The heart operates from the frequency of calm, peace, joy, tranquility. Yes, as discussed in the Warrior Maiden series, we can hold pain from the past within our heart. But the capacity of the heart through its electromagnetic field, which can extend up and beneath you and all around you some 50 or more feet when we are in this place of heart coherence. And what that does is it begins to settle down the brain. Greg Braden speaks of the left side of the heart holding some 35,000 neurons, which send messages to the brain when we are in this place of coherence. It's like putting a warm blanket on your mind and giving your mind a chance to slow down, to quieten down, to remind us that as human beings, it's our birthright to be within our hearts, to have this feeling of peace, even amidst all of this adversity that we're very, very much facing right now in our world. Imagine bringing yourself with ease into that place of calm. So today, I want to take you through a lovely, lovely process which will begin the activation of this heart-brain coherence. It's a very simple practice. We all too often get our minds wrapped around things are complex, things are too difficult, I don't have time. This is very simple. So I'd like for you to make yourself really relaxed right now and have your spine as straight as you can. You want your crown to connect with the universal light. By tapping into universal flow, we can know all things. And to have your feet flat on the earth. Imagine standing on the earth if you're not right now, and that feeling of comfort that the earth can bring you. And I want you to move into the Taoist breath, another video that I have up on my playlist. Very simple breath. Just place your hands on your navel. Bring your awareness to your navel and push your tummy out and breathe into your tummy and fill your lungs completely. And literally breathe up above your crown. I call it the zone of the blue star. And take a deeper out breath, maybe a couple of counts deeper on the out breath, and allow your shoulders to drop. Breathing through your open mouth on that out breath. Perhaps count into 5 or 6. And breathe out a little deeper to 6 or 8 counts. If you can, pause the breath. And then tummy out and breath in. Now bring your awareness, your intention to your heart. And continue the breath, maybe a little lighter now. And I'd like for you to just think about one person or one aspect of life that brings you a great deal of joy, maybe even laughter. Imagine laughing with someone you adore. Breathe that smile, that laughter into your heart. And do your very best to let your mind step aside. Smiling into your heart. We call it the inner smile with Qigong. Now sit with the silence within your heart now for a few moments, smiling in. Breathing into your heart now deeply, continuing to expand the electromagnetic field around your heart and sending that field out around your body, above you, beneath you, and all around you. So just continue with that deep breath for a few moments. Sit with the feeling within your heart. Sit with the feeling of peace. And I want you to imagine light traveling from your heart up to your brain. Beautiful, magnificent white light with the intention of quietening your thoughts. Bringing you into this place of deep connection, and the place of the heart is where you will connect so deeply with your creativity, your intuition, an inner knowing. That inner knowing will teach you how to better cope at these changing times we're in right now. Be gentle with yourself, kind to yourself. Give yourself more time to be out in nature, to look at the simple beauty. Yesterday, I had the joy of watching the full moon of April 26th setting on Lake Huron here in Canada. I saw the pink glow. I got an amazing photograph. My heart was full. And a short time after, there was an immense bald eagle that flew over the lake. I went to get my phone so I could take photographs, and it landed in a nearby tree. It was such a moment in time. Such a moment in time. Take the time to find those moments. Amidst all of the drama right now, you're being called home to your heart and to quieten your brain. Let the mind step aside. Practice this simple technique and you'll be amazed at how you will begin to shift your life. The simpler, the better. My mother always said, keep it simple. And so thank you for joining me. Please visit my website, BeyondEmotionalBlueprint.com to learn more about my work and to read and maybe even consider joining a Qigong class. You can read about the Qigong. Thank you. Have a wonderful day filled with your inner child magical self.